Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. And for the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Yves Missi. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Williamson in at the 4. We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Fox finds Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Count that bucket.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Murray against Fox. Missi with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
That free throw good from Williamson. And Stan, the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball, that is Zion Williamson. When he's on the floor, that is.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates. Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
Now, here's Vassell. Shoots over Bey. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Champagnie. Now, here's Fox. Lets it fly from 18. It's deflected. Here's Murray. They get it back. And the rejection by Wembanyama drains the three-pointer.
Yeah, the playmaking of Zion is a bit underrated. He created that three with the kickout pass.
Fox goes in. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 5. Pass to Bey. Shoots over Vassell. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And that mid-range isn't where Bey butters his bread, but if forced, he's more than able of knocking those down.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Missi with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Murray down low. Castle covering.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Vassell outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Murray. That one goes in. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, when it comes to finishing in traffic, Murray's a tough customer.
Here's Fox. Here's Wembanyama. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He can't miss.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 3. Bay against Vassell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Misi's shot is good.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
They get a hand on it. Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at this Pelicans team, Coach, kind of a wild card in the Western Conference.
Well, Kevin, they have the talent of a top 4 seed, but some serious bumps in the road. I think if their luck improves, the Pelicans could turn things around quickly.
Throw good, Wembanyama. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Queen can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 3. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to speak with James Borrego for a minute. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you.
And as always, Alec, great job. Thank you. And he makes the first. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
And so Castle nails them both. So here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And it's Williamson missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Champagny. Back to Fox. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Murray against Wembanyama to the right side. And they get it. Here's Bay. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the basket by Vassell.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Matkovic is checked in. Herbert Jones comes in for Sadiq Bey. Poole's checked in for Trey Murphy. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Barnes going inside, and it's blocked. Pass to Poole. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now Fears. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis. Here's Barnes, and he converts the layup. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poole, the pass to Queen. Cracks in the tray.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
Pass to Harper, and here is Barnes. Johnson surveying the floor. Now here's Harper. Wembanyama outside. Count it. Wembanyama's got 22 points.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Fears. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
It's hard to get Fears rattled. Even when the D's this physical, this kid keeps his poise.
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Outside Harper. From 13, here's Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. He's got 24.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Off target from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 12. Poole on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Fears. The floater. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And he recovers it. Here's Queen. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Barnes. Kicks it out to Bryant. Outside Harper. On the wing, Johnson. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Queen.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. The Pelicans have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the first one at the line is good. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Spurs leading by 10. Pass to Bryant. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones.
A natural lead guard. Jeremiah Fears wants to set others up first. It's a rare trait in the rookie. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect, and I'm sure he'd attest he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
That one misses.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Now, here's Bryant. Not a lot of room. From the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Jones with the ball for New Orleans. 9-point game. Green the pass to Poole. Pass to Fears. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. Fears has got 5.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Luke Cornett is out there with Olynyk, and it's Fox in at point guard. Now Fox, following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. It's tipped. Let's go. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Vassell. And too long on the shot.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 3. Murray surveying the D. Back to Bay. Pass to Williamson. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, this summer saw the first ever 7-team trade in the NBA. You might wonder why it makes sense to involve so many parties, but basically teams have more flexibility salary-wise in these multi-team deals. It is enough to make your head spin, guys, but this is where things are headed.
Big moves indeed. All right, Shams, we appreciate the update. No good on that one.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
And the Spurs making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Good on the second free throw. The Spurs with the lead. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Murray. And he hits it to tie the game up. 6 points for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Olynyk finds Vassell. Outside, Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Champagne. Shoots over Bay. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. A miss that time would have put him up. Fox against Murray. They could use a bucket. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket by Vassell. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Williamson looking it over. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
The first free throw is good.
An impressive young talent, and Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
And so he hits both.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Castle. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So it's San Antonio now. Fox, no good. Mr. Williamson. Outside for Murray. Williamson outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Vassell outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, with the way he moves, Vassell can be so deceptive with his shots, and he did well to draw the foul there.
San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And the first one drops.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
Vassell hits them both.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
And it's Murray with the jam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. 4 on the clock. Over Murray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Castle covering. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Pass to Bay. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely, and it's good for 2.
Well, good luck stopping Zion in the lane. He's a wrecking ball.
Vassell against Bay.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. The first one falls.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Vassell hits them both.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Outside, Fox. Here's Champagny. Kept alive. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Jones checked in for the Pelicans. Fears comes in for DeJounte Murray.
Fears.
Off the inbound. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Fox.
Pure confidence. The moment the ball hits Fox's hands, he's letting it fly.
Castle covering to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Really left alone that time. He's got 11.
You watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Castle. And that one is hammered home.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And he makes that one. Fears has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pelicans.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he hits the bucket.
Now, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
Here's Fears. Guarded by Fox. A nice shot by Fears.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Champagny. Drills it from outside. Champagny's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And here is Williamson. Here's Fears. Good work defensively by Fox.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And that matchup against the Heat, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
And that one misses.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Fox. And he's good on the second.
Well, Castle is already a versatile defender, and offensively, he's just scratching the surface. You can see why he won Rookie of the Year.
Here's Poole. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of it.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama is capable of. He can put on a one-man show.
Here's Fears. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Showing his strength inside. Poole muscles that one home.
Pass to Vassell. Botkovich with the rebound. And so Poole will bring it up for New Orleans. Here's Queen. Now here's Jones. Top of the key. That shot off.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
And here's Barnes for three. They get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A different look now for San Antonio. Luke Cornett comes in for Victor Wembanyama. That's Bryant in for Vassell. Johnson outside. Pass to Cornett. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Jones. Inside, Queen. That one falls. Now it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Barnes. Outside Harper. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bryant. From 15 feet away. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And here's a look at some numbers for Jones, how he performed last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
That's good from Barnes.